Public speaking is one of the biggest fears for many people. In fact, studies show that about 75% of people experience anxiety when it comes to speaking in front of others. That's more than the fear of heights or spiders. Yet, it's also one of the most powerful skills you can develop. Why? Because great speakers can influence, inspire, and connect with people. But here's the catch: everyone makes mistakes, even the pros. Did you know that up to 70% of presenters admit they've flubbed a line or lost their place during a speech? The surprising truth is that those blunders can be your secret weapon. Instead of seeing mistakes as failures, we can learn to see them as chances to connect with our audience. In this article, we'll explore how to turn slip-ups into golden moments. You'll discover how embracing your imperfections can make you more relatable, why a simple pause can enhance your speech, and how laughter can turn a blunder into a bonding moment. Get ready to learn how to transform your speaking experience. Mistakes don't have to be the end, they can be the beginning of something amazing. So let's dive in and discover how to turn those little stumbles into moments that truly resonate. Chapter 1: The Power of Imperfection. Why mistakes make you relatable. Here's the truth: people don't connect with perfection. In fact, research shows that people prefer others who have a few flaws. The pratfall effect, a term coined by psychologist Elliot Aronson, explains this. His study found that individuals who are perceived as competent but make minor mistakes are seen as more likable. So when you slip up during a speech, it can actually make you more relatable. Your audience sees you as human, just like them. Take comfort in this: mistakes make you real. The key is not to dwell on them but to embrace them. When people see a polished, flawless speaker, they often feel distanced or intimidated. On the other hand, when they see someone stumble over a word or laugh off a minor error, they think, that could be me up there. So, rather than striving for robotic perfection, aim to be authentically imperfect. As author Brené Brown said, staying vulnerable is a risk we have to take if we want to experience connection. Lean into those moments of vulnerability. They create a bridge between you and your audience. Chapter 2: Pause and Pivot. Mastering the art of the quick recovery. Let's face it, when you make a mistake while speaking, it can feel like time slows down. Your heart races, and you might want to rush past it. But here's a pro tip: don't rush. The best thing you can do is pause. It sounds counterintuitive, but a pause gives you time to collect your thoughts and signals to the audience that you're composed and in control. In fact, research from the University of Michigan found that strategic pauses during a speech improve audience retention by up to 30%. It gives your listeners a chance to process information and keeps them engaged. Plus, pausing makes you appear confident, even if your brain is still catching up. After the pause, smoothly pivot back to your main point. For example, if you forget a part of your speech, simply say, "Let me clarify that," and move forward. The audience will respect your ability to stay calm and focused. Quick recoveries are the hallmark of a great speaker. Winston Churchill, known for his powerful speeches, said, "Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm." When you show that you can handle a mistake with grace, it only adds to your credibility. Chapter 3: Laugh it off. Using humor to turn blunders into bonding moments. If there's one thing audiences love, it's humor. And nothing disarms tension quite like a good laugh, especially when it's unexpected. Studies show that using humor during public speaking increases audience engagement by 25%. Humor makes people feel at ease, and when you make a mistake, it's a great tool to turn an awkward moment into a bonding experience. Imagine you trip over a word or forget a line. Instead of trying to hide it, make a light-hearted joke. Something like, "Well, that's one way to keep you all on your toes." A little humor goes a long way in making you more approachable and your speech more enjoyable. Comedians do this all the time. They use self-deprecating humor to connect with the crowd. Take inspiration from them. Even TED speakers, some of the best in the world, often sprinkle their talks with humor. It breaks down barriers and builds a sense of camaraderie. Author and speaker Ken Robinson, in his famous TED Talk about education and creativity, famously joked, "If you're not prepared to be wrong, you'll never come up with anything original." The same goes for speaking. Mistakes can be the most memorable parts of your talk when handled with humor. And here's another bonus: laughter releases endorphins, the brain's feel-good chemicals. So, not only will your audience remember you, but they'll also feel more positive toward you after a shared laugh. It's a win-win. If you're finding these tips helpful, make sure to subscribe for more insights and strategies to enhance your speaking skills. Chapter 4: Embrace the unexpected. Turning flaws into flourishes. Public speaking rarely goes as planned, and that's a good thing. The unexpected can actually be your secret weapon. Most people think they need to stick to the script, but the reality is that flexibility wins audiences over. When something doesn't go as planned, a tech glitch, a forgotten line, or an unexpected question, don't panic. Embrace it. In fact, a study published in Psychology Today found that audiences are more engaged when speakers break away from their planned speech. Why? Because unpredictability keeps them interested. When something unexpected happens, it creates a real-time, shared experience between you and the crowd. The trick is to not fight it. Instead, acknowledge what happened and find a way to weave it into your talk. For example, if a slide doesn't load, you could say, "Well, let's see if I can describe this picture so well you won't even need to see it." This not only shows you're adaptable but also keeps the mood light. Think of it this way: every hiccup is a chance to show your creativity and resilience. Author Simon Sinek, known for his talks on leadership, often says, "If you're going to fail, fail fast, learn from it, and move on." The unexpected moments in your speech can be just that, lessons in real time that make you look even more competent. Chapter 5, The Apology Advantage. How saying sorry can strengthen trust. There's a big misconception that apologizing during a speech makes you look weak. The truth is, it's the opposite. A genuine, well-timed apology can actually build trust and strengthen your connection with the audience. In one study from the Journal of Business Ethics, researchers found that a sincere apology can increase trust by up to 46%. People appreciate honesty and humility. So, when should you apologize? Only when it's absolutely necessary. If a mistake directly affects the audience, like giving incorrect information or accidentally offending someone, a quick, clear apology is the right move. Keep it simple. "I'm sorry for the mix-up, let me correct that." Apologizing doesn't make you look less professional, it shows that you respect your listeners. But don't dwell on it. Once you've apologized, move forward. The key is not to let the apology become the focal point. You want to acknowledge the mistake and quickly refocus on your message. Over-apologizing can have the opposite effect, making the audience focus on the error rather than the solution. Author and speaker Daniel Pink, who writes about human behavior, emphasizes that regret is a natural part of life, but how we handle it determines what happens next. Apologies work the same way. Use them wisely, and they can turn an awkward moment into a moment of trust. If you enjoyed these insights and want to improve your public speaking even more, don't forget to subscribe for additional tips and strategies that can help you shine.